All right. Hi, everybody. It's me, Contrary Motion, back again with an edition of Loom, the LucasArts adventure game. Last time we finished Breath of Fire 2. And before we move on with our grand Breath of Fire series playthrough, I thought it would be nice to do a little one-shot palette cleanser. I'm just back from my adventure down in North Carolina doing the Asheville Comedy Festival, which was a lot of fun. So I enjoyed that, but also meant that I did not have time to prepare much. So, we're going to do this, and it will be fun. I know that I've done some other LucasArts adventures on this channel at some point a long time ago, but I don't think I did this one. So, we're going to play the FM Towns version of Loom, which does not have voice acting. There is a version that does have voice acting, but I think this is the nicest version. So let's get started here. We're going to choose our proficiency level, which is going to be standard. Basically, the only difference between these things is how hard it is for you to figure out what the spells are. Expert is basically, do you want to do music theory ear training at the same time as you play an adventure game? But we don't want to do that. So let's get a move on and start this game. Welcome to the age of the great guilds. Please also let me know if the audio balance is wrong. I did check it before we started, but you know how it is with these things. Look at that sunrise, sunset.
Rise, son of Signa. It is the dawn of your 17th year. I am sent by the elders to summon you. The High Council awaits your presence in the sanctuary. A messenger nymph? Never seen one so bright before. One of the elders must have woven it. Better get down to the village. Last leaf of the year.
I've been on a bit of a point and click. What would you call it? A little point and click streak. On my off time, I've been replaying some old ones and playing some new ones. Alright, let's have a look around before we go see the elders. Here we are in the forest.
There's an owl in there. This hole has an owl too.
This is a little janky, even though it is the best version.
This hole is empty.
Come on, Bobbin. This particular version has an issue in that it sometimes runs too fast. It seems to be doing okay now. I altered some settings.
Close tight as a clam.
Brock! 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 Boy, if we did actually have to do the ear training, I don't think I would be able to do it because the sound is so wonky. Alright, let's head into town. Even the EGA version of this game is beautiful, and in fact, is probably one of the most beautiful EGA games that was ever made.
This is a section of the long tapestry. The threads describe the creation of the world and the passage of the two shadows. Here's another section of the long tapestry. This pattern shows the rise of the guilds and the story of the weavers' founding. This is the last section of the long tapestry. It illustrates the decline of the guilds and the gathering of a third shadow. Odd. The end of this tapestry is torn completely off. Looks as if the elders are busy. Wouldn't want to interrupt. You have heard the findings of the High Council, Dame Hetchel. What have you to say in your defense? I have no defense or excuses, Elder Atropos. My actions speak for themselves. No defense? Not the slightest remorse? This reckless defiance is intolerable. Why do you disobey us, Hetchel? You have always upheld the rules of membership to the letter. Tell us what is in your heart. The boy must be told the truth about his birth, Elder Clothos. His talent awakens. Soon he will wield the power of weaving, whether we choose to guide him or not. We dare not desert Bobbin now. Stubborn old fool! The secrets you revealed to Signa's son may be turned against us. That is why his training was forbidden by this council. Enough, LeJesus. We need not explain our decisions. It grieves me to see your many years of faithful service end in this disgrace. But the wisdom of the elders may not be questioned. That is the final rule of membership. Another one of your students, Lady Signa, learned that terrible price of defiance in this very chamber 17 years ago. Better that you had heeded that lesson. My destiny is in your hands, elders. Our hands are empty, Hetchel. Gaze once more upon the great loom if you would know your destiny. For behold, that destiny is upon you. A swan's egg. Curious destiny. That draft has never failed before. Hark! I hear a cry outside. Crash! The guild is under attack! Who dares desecrate the loom of the weavers? This is the work of the demon boy. Kill it while you still can, Atropos! Cursed forever be the name of Signa's son, the loom child, Bobbin Threadbare!
Well, so much for the rest of the weavers.
Oh, wonderful. Everyone's flown away. No explanations, no goodbyes. Why do they always leave me behind? It's trying to open. Feels heavier than it looks.
Alright, we're gonna learn our first spell, which is opening.
Thank goodness you're still here. Mother Hetchel, is that you? You know perfectly well it's me. I saw you watching us.
What's been happening here, Hetchel? The whole village has flown away.
I'd hoped the swan might come to save you, but I never expected her to weave as much mischief as this.
Save me? From what?
From the elders. They were going to turn you into a swan, as they tried to do to me. Looks as if a signet was the best they could manage with these old bones.
Why do the elders want to get rid of me? I haven't broken any rules.
They fear you, Bobbin.
But why should anyone be afraid of me?
Ever since you came into our world, the elders have watched chaos spread across the pattern in the loom. They believed, hoped, that your birth was the cause of this chaos, and that order might return if you were banished. But now the elders are banished, and you're still here. This can only mean one thing. The pattern is failing of its own accord. Soon it will come to an end, and with it, all that is hemmed into its threads. A third shadow is nigh.
Is there any way to stop it?
Stop chaos? The elders thought that they could. Now they know better. So should you.
If we can't stop the chaos, what can we do?
We can embrace it, or escape. The swan has rescued the rest of our guild from the coming time of darkness. The way before us now is clear. We must find out where our flock has flown, and join them if we can. You've already found the Elder's distaff. Good. Never let it out of your grasp. You won't be able to weave very much with it at first, I expect, but as you gain practice, more and more of its power will reveal itself to you. As long as the distaff remains in your hands, I'll know you're safe. If you ever lose it, take heart. I'll come to find you if I can. Leave this island, Loom Child. It's too small for you now. Your destiny lies beyond the sea.
Mother Hetchel, where are you going?
To follow the swans.
I wish I knew why everyone keeps calling me Loom Child. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can just turn down... Oh, that's not gonna do it. If I can just turn down the subtitle speed a bit, because it's a little faster than I talk. Okay. Those are the same thought threads that the swan spun on the elders. They're still echoing in the loom. Well, too bad we can't cast them.
Hi, Skylar.
Sorry. I was doing stuff. You know, playing a game. Hey, those things only time out after 1 minute, so you were still... It was under a minute. You won't be streaming for 2 weeks? That's a long time. Do you have something planned? Are you going somewhere? People ought to clean up after themselves. Can't see a thing. Well, we're gonna have to do something about that. I don't remember how to cast light. We'll have to figure that out. Oops. Alright, let's see here. What was that? G-E-E-D. Alright, so that's empty. Oh, going to Florida. Oh, saying goodbye, maybe not so good. What do we have here?
This is the book of patterns that Hetchel lets me read sometimes. Better take it with me.
It doesn't matter if you pick this book up or not. You can never actually look at it because he doesn't have an inventory.
Ugly green.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
It's bubbling.
CDCD is to dye things. So let's do a little practice.
This pile still needs dyeing. I changed the color.
Yeah, it's hard to stream every day. I don't know how you do it, honestly. Twice a week is really too much for me. All right, let's bleach these things. My question has always been, if they use magic to dye the fabric, why do they need the dye pot? Oops. I don't know if we can refill this thing, but let's try it. D, E, E. Oh, we don't know the spell.
That thread's too high for me. I guess I need more experience.
Sorry. Oh, never mind. This is where we were earlier. Oh, they want me to open the clam. Where else can we go right now? It's weird playing this not on full screen, because then I end up clicking outside the screen. Well, I mean, why would you want to have a life outside of Twitch, really? That hole's still empty. What about this hole? Oh. Here's an owl.
Sound asleep.
I wonder what happens if we try to open a grave.
I better not try that. The view from the cliff is better. Ouch!
Oh no, Bun Bun! Poor Bun Bun.
Poor little fella. Looks as if all the holes are full now.
Oops, I wasn't paying attention. What was the spell again? C, D, D, C. Alright, well, now we can see in the dark like an owl. So we can go into that other tent. Which tent was it? Alright, darkness. C, D, D, C.
This pile hasn't been spun yet. People ought to clean up after themselves.
D, 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 E is straw into gold. So let's try it. Hey, we learned a new note. Alright, let's turn this all back into straw. Much better. Oh, we missed something, actually. At least I guess we must have. There we go. In memory of Lady Signa Threadbare, 7983 to 8004. Destiny shall draw the lightning down from heaven, roll its thunder far across the sea to where I wait upon the shore of wonder. On the day the sky is opened, and the tree is split asunder.
The day the sky is opened.
Alright, let's go to the cliff. The only thing about this game is that even though it has this lovely sort of mostly Tchaikovsky soundtrack, this was pre-iMuse, so it just kind of does what it does and doesn't really respond to what you do in the game.
Alright, dawn.
Alright, let's open the sky.
Is it over now?
Alright, let's get off this stinking island. The village lights look very much like the village in Monkey Island. Come on. Let's go, Bobbin. Alright, we've already cleared the path of seagulls. Splush! Alright, off we go. Well, that seems inconvenient.
Don't want to get any closer.
DEFC. Listen to that twisty wind. Alright, DEFC. So if we want to untwist you, we go CFED. Easy enough. That's basically just there to make sure that you learn all your spells. And we get a new note. Alright, can we go over here? Hey, a new soundtrack for once. Can we see what they're doing?
Looks as if somebody's working up there.
Well, that's all we can see.
Greetings, stranger. Welcome to Crystal Guard. I am Master Goodmold, 31st in the Noble Guild of Glassmakers. Who do I have the honor of meeting?
My name's Bobbin. Bobbin Threadbare, of the Noble Guild of Weavers.
Guild of Weavers? I don't remember having a weaver visit us before. I see now why your fabrics are so prized. The cloak you wear is unlike anything I've ever beheld. Remarkable workmanship. Crystal Guard's wisdom includes many legends concerning your guild. One is particularly strange and amusing. They say it is death to peer beneath the hood of a weaver. Can this be true?
Don't know. Nobody ever tried it on me.
Ha! An unclear reply if I ever heard one. We value clarity above all else. But fear not, your legend is safe with us.
Imagine my relief. By the way, did you happen to notice a flock of swans passing this way?
Swans? I've heard nothing of swan sightings. The city's been so busy of late, I doubt if anyone's had time for bird watching. However, our guild catalogue offers a fine selection of binoculars, telescopes, and other precision optics that may help you in your search for swans.
Thanks. I'll browse through it later.
I'm sure you'll be delighted. Look around as much as you want, Weaver Threadbare. But remember, you break it, you buy it.
Let's see what this grave says.
Softshard, wife of the Lucent Bottle Blower, here attained final clarity.
Alright, can we go this way? Ooh.
Nice. Never seen glass sparkle like this.
It's not glass, Weaver Threadbare. This chalice was carved from a single crystal of diamond.
Impressive. But I thought you were glassmakers.
Indeed. Behold the Chromax Conundrum. It was wrought by the hand of our founding member, Lucent Bottleblow, whose works once filled a museum. 3 centuries ago, our fair city was plundered by a dragon. The greedy beast emptied our museum and treasury. Even Bottleblow's great masterpiece, the first scrying sphere, was lost. Fortunately, the conundrum was on loan to the Guild of Vintners at the time. It is our only remaining example of Bottleblow's transcendent genius.
Why is it made from diamond instead of glass?
We don't know. That's the conundrum.
Well, what good is a glass if it's not full, right?
Wish I was old enough to drink.
It just goes back here. Let's try going over here.
There's a little glass bell in here. Wonder what'll happen if... Ah! My head is swimming.
Alright, let's see here. There's a couple places we can go. This is like an MC Escher drawing, this place.
I can just make out what they're saying.
I trust your excellency is pleased with our progress.
That depends. How far ahead will I be able to see?
At least 4 hours. With luck, maybe 6.
6 hours? I thought we agreed to 8.
Each of the spheres is unique, Bishop Mandible. It is impossible to predict how deeply this particular sphere will look.
I need to see at least 8 hours ahead. 8 hours. See to it, Master Crucible.
The customer is always right.
See ahead.
Let's see what we can see in the sphere of scrying. Whoops.
Look! Who are you? How did you get up here?
Well, I rang this little bell, see, and...
Sorry, kid. This is a restricted area. That means no visitors. Hit it, Flute.
so much for that.
Guess I'm not supposed to go up there. Looks as if somebody's working up there.
Well, how will we get past them? Alright, here's another place we haven't been yet. Well, that just takes us out of the city, but let's see what's up here. Come on, Bobbin. Get up here. DCCG.
This runt was trying to sneak into our realm. Snake? You call that snaking? I heard him coming 2 hills away. State your business with the Guild of Shepherds.
I'm looking for a flock of swans.
Swans? Right. Swans don't live in the woods, kid. Say, you don't suppose this is the wizard Fleece told us about, do you? He's dressed like a kind of wizard. Doesn't look very powerful to me. Come on, wizard, show us your stuff. Prove you're a wizard or you're not getting any further.
Alright, well, I missed their invisibility spell, so let's see what happens if we...
Oh, he's leaving. Not much of a wizard, eh? Better luck next time.
Okay, G, C, C, D. G, C, C, D. Alright. Well, on the bright side, we now know how to get past the guys working on the scythe. I believe we need to cast it on them from outside. Alright, G, C, C, D.
That felt right. I think it worked.
Did you get a load of that Bishop Mandible? Swishing round here like he owns the place? What do the clerics want with the sphere of scrying anyway? Thought they didn't believe in the future. Your guess is as good as mine. Crucible thinks they're up to no good again. So why is he selling them one? You know, Crucible. He'd sell his own mother's spectacles if the terms were cash up front. Cash up front? Spheres ain't what you call cheap.
Still, Crucible's not taking any chances.
He figures if the clerics are looking for trouble, we're gonna be ready. That's why using me's up here doing major overtime. I see what you mean. One look at this little baby will make them clerics think twice about messing with us.
Let's have a look at this thing. D-F-A-F. That thing is sharp. D-F-A-F. Alright, now we should be able to get a look in that sphere. D, F, F, D.
Ah!
All right, D, F, F, D. I wonder what would happen if I cast it on these glass blowers, whatever we call them. Glazers. Alright, so we can turn off our invisibility. DCCG. Alright, let's see if we can scare him.
I doubt they'd see me from up there.
Alright. Let's just go. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. Let's empty it again. Oops. Wrong note. Alright. D, E, E, G.
It's already full to the brim.
Oh, that was empty. Okay, G, E, E, D.
Wonder where that dragon went with Bottleblo's other treasures.
Alright, get out of here. This looks so much like the Emerald City from Over the Rainbow, The Wizard of Oz. And I have to say, the Glazers kind of look a little bit like Munchkins, except as like regular height people. All right, shepherds, time for you.
He's back, and so are we.
All right. What fun! That was pretty fun.
Must have had a long night.
C, D, E, A. A, E, D, C.
Hey, you've got my sheep all upset. Now I've got to round them up again. Come on, guys, move it.
A, E, D, C. Puts him right back to sleep. Alright, so let's actually wake him up. So, C, D, E, A. Oh, we don't know. We don't know that spell yet. Well, you know what we can do, though? Nothing like some green sheep. I wonder if he'll say anything.
Hey! Look at my sheep. Look at them. What did you do to them? They look ridiculous. How am I supposed to watch sheep if I can barely see?
Oh, that I can barely see.
Come on, you guys, move it.
That looks like it might be a hint. Alright, let's see what's over here. Oh, another graveyard.
Perhaps I shouldn't be trying that.
What's the worst that can happen?
Aw, a cute little lamb. Hello there. Who said that? I did. Oh. Who are you? I'm she who sent for you. Huh? I'm named Fleece, first chosen of the Guild of Shepherds. And you are obviously the mighty wizard I hired from the Guild of Mages. There must be some mistake. Your modesty is very charming, but there's no mistake. My border guards were extremely impressed with your display of magic power. They did not tell me that you are also young and quite well-mannered. Were our plight not so serious, it might amuse me to know you better.
Plight?
One of our clients placed an order for 10,000 fattened sheep.
That's enough to feed an army.
I fear that may be exactly what the clerics have in mind. But we do not concern ourselves with how our customers use our products. They probably won't get their sheep anyway.
No? Why not?
Our local dragon seems to have acquired quite a taste for fresh mutton. Our sheep are bred for extra whiteness, can see them from miles away. Only a mage can save us from this winged pestilence. Thank you for answering my summons so quickly. Ah, you've noticed my little patient.
Patient? Is she sick?
Very. I don't think she's going to make it. Her mother was carried off by the dragon the day after she gave birth. My songs of healing don't seem to be doing enough good.
Songs?
We shepherds are known for them. At least, I thought we were. My grandsire taught me the magic notes. He said we got them from some other guild in exchange for the secret of stealth.
CAAC. Ah, but it didn't work.
I guess I'm not very good yet.
Heal is not reversible.
The flock has been led to the pasture, wizard. Good luck with the dragon.
Well, we know how to make sheep invisible. Whoops. And then Bobbin was eaten by a dragon.
Well, well, silly me. This is what I get for being in a hurry. Thought you felt a little scrawny. Where'd you get your manners? Stop staring at me. Really?
Was I staring? Sorry.
Oh, forget it. Don't pay any attention to me. I get crabby on an empty stomach.
Oh. Are you going to incinerate me now?
Incinerate you? My, aren't you the foxy one? You've come to the wrong layer if that's what you're after. Listen, sweetie, I haven't done fire since my last mating season, and I know you don't want to know how long ago that was. Those little tongues of flame running up and down my nostrils, please. Too much heat for this old reptile.
You mean you can't breathe fire?
Won't, honey. Doesn't fit my lifestyle. Just between you and me, the stuff gives me the willies.
Wow.
Wondering who my decorator is, right? Well, you're looking at her. This pile is sad compared to what I used to have lying around here. I picked up a load of crystal once that was to die for, honestly. Then, wouldn't you know, this third-rate wizard tries to rip apart my volcano. We're talking major earthquake here. Ruined all my fancy glassware. I made that boy very, very sorry, let me tell you.
did manage to save one little knick-knack, the loveliest glass ball. It was so precious. So what did I do? Ha! Lost it in the caves under the mountain, rolled away before I could grab it. Never did find that puppy. C'est la vie.
The dragon is so... What's the word? Campy, really. But I picked the wrong voice to start out with. Alright, let's, Oh. Alright, let's turn this gold to straw.
My, aren't we clever today? Just put it back before you leave.
Hey, we learned a new note. Well, looks like we can't leave. So... let's try a couple of things.
Ah, fire!
Oh, there are two ways to solve that puzzle. You can also put her to sleep, and then her breath will catch the straw on fire. Alright, well, let's get downstairs.
Can't get there from here.
Oh, we gotta see in the darkness. Alright, CDDC. We love a little doorway maze. Well, that won't do anything. Alright, what's down here? Oh, I see. Whoops.
Guess I won't be going that way. Is that my reflection? Ugh.
Alright, FAAF. Alright, let's try to empty the pool then. Ho ho! Well, that doesn't look good. Any other helpful hints?
Oh, it's Bishop Mandible.
His gray teeth. Well, I guess that's all there is to see. Go back. Come on, go back down. Bobbin. Bobbin. I actually cannot tell where we're supposed to be able to walk to.
Dry as a bone.
Ah, that'll do it. And we've made it out. Well, that's a problem. But lucky for us, we know how to untwist something. CFED. Uh-oh. Dragon seems unhappy. Any good gravestones? Let's see.
These grave markers are made from blocks of metal. I'm not sure I should be trying that. Strange place to take a nap.
Well, let's wake him up. CDEA.
Ah, caught me napping. Never saw anyone dressed like you before. What's your name? Bob and Threadbare of the Weavers. Weavers, huh? No wonder your cloak is so nice. My real name is Wellrot, but everyone calls me Rusty. Rusty Nailbender. I'm supposed to be gathering firewood, but this plateau's been picked clean. What's your guild, Rusty? Follow me, I'll show you. That's us, the Guild of Blacksmiths. Never would have guessed. Har said he's been here since before the Shadows.
Oh, his accent's slipping now.
We call it the Forge. So what brings a weaver to these parts? I'm looking for a flock of swans. Did you see any pass this way? Sorry, no swans round here. Plenty of vultures, though. All this talk makes me sleepy. Wake me if you find your swans.
I can't maintain the same accent for him. I don't know why. All right. Well, sorry, Rusty, but we're gonna have to. Well, let's see here. Can we? Does this just take us back to the maze? Yeah. Can we try to go to the Blacksmith Guild on our own?
Halt! Who goes there?
Just me, a friendly stranger.
A friendly stranger? Ha! This is a private guild, my strange young friend. The gate opens for members only. Now go away and play somewhere else.
Oh, I can't cast anything on him.
Out.
Well, looks like we've got no choice but to do a disguise.
Hail, young nailbender.
Hail!
Stoker's looking for you. He sure looks mad. You better get in there quickly. Let me open the gate for you.
This looks like it might be slightly loud. This is a lot of men with a lot of muscles.
Well, well, well. If it isn't my faithful, tireless apprentice, Rusty Nailbender.
Hello, Mr. Stoke.
And look, he's brought me a stick of wood. Exactly one crooked old stick of firewood for my poor starving furnace.
Firewood?
You lazy idiot. I sent you out 4 hours ago to gather firewood, and you dare come back to me with one lousy stick. If your father wasn't the foreman, I'd toss you in the furnace. Lucky for you, he's downstairs with the bishop right now. If that furnace goes out, the cleric's swords will be late. Perhaps you'd care to ask the bishop for forgiveness in person. Happy to arrange it. Give me that stick. I know what to do with you. I'll be back, Nailbender. And I won't be alone.
Uh-oh.
Locked. And me without a distaff. It was kinda comfortable. Straw must have had sleep draft spun into it. Can't do much without my distaff anyway.
Uh-oh.
Imagine frightening a poor defenseless old thing like me, honestly. Well, I might not be much good with fire, sweetie, but young firm meat is something I can really sink my teeth into.
Huh? My robe's not reflecting anymore. Something must have happened to Rusty. Hope he's okay.
Look at this. One stick of wood left. One! Furnace won't keep much longer. $10,000 swords to forge and the furnace almost cold. Here goes my new office furniture.
Uh-oh. Oh, poor Rusty.
That Weaver kid did this to me. Now I have to wait outside. If I ever get my hands on him.
Back to the pattern. That was easy. Pity that someone has to die for me to return. Dragon. Ah, poor child. Now, where can Bobbin have gone? Couldn't be there. Those Smiths are a suspicious lot. They never let a weaver inside. Uh-oh. Perhaps I ought to look into this. The things I go through. What would Elder Atropus say if he saw his distaff treated so? Got it. Mustn't singe the feathers.
Well, that was convenient. And all that had to happen was for Rusty to die.
Now I'm back in business.
All right, let's give them a little gift. Whoops.
Guess my distaff still works.
Hee hee.
hard to be nosy with all this noise. Good thing they have to shout to hear themselves.
The final blade is being sharpened even as we speak, Your Excellency. My most skillful blade shaper has seen to it personally.
Then this is a historic moment, former Nailbender. The forging of the 10,000th sword marks the end of our preparations.
How goes the sharpening, Edgewise? The metal is proud, Foreman. It does not yield easily. More sweat will soften it, I trust. It shall be a blade to be reckoned with.
Blade of Reckoning. I like it. It has a certain apocalyptic flair. I assume your blade shaper won't keep me waiting much longer.
Does the metal yield, Edgewise?
Alright, FAFD. Ah. Point of the sword.
Foreman, what evil is this? A witch's curse has befallen the blade. The edge has been mischievously blunted.
A curse, Edgewise? I think not. I'd hate to believe that a witch's curse could so thoroughly ruin my schedule. You don't suppose that fellow who's been spying on us has anything to do with it? Perhaps he'd care to accompany me back to my cathedral. I may have new curses to teach him. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Bishop Mandible, Transultimate Apostle of the Anti-Secular Conclave of Clerics.
Am I supposed to kneel or something?
Silence, prisoner!
My assistant, Cobb.
Charming.
Your cloak and staff betray your origin. I studied the lore of your guild at university. It's been quite a long time since any weaver dared set foot off that dreary rock you call home. Loom, so provincial. I can't help but wonder what impels you to leave it now.
His Excellency asks you a question.
I know. I'm ignoring it.
Ah, recalcitrance, I see.
Shall I fetch the instruments of persuasion, Excellence?
Forgive the hostility of my assistant. I fear Cobb is not very worldly. He does not realize how dangerous a weaver can be.
Dangerous?
Oh my god!
Him?
Do you think this iron cage of yours is enough to hold the boy captive? Why, he could burst it wide open with hardly a second thought.
But, Excellence, I inspect the locks every Tuesday.
Observe and learn, my servant. Even now, your prisoner plans his escape.
Hello, Valencia. It was good. Got to do a 500-person theater, which is always fun. No card games in this game, unfortunately. Alright, well, I guess we gotta open the door and make our escape. Oh, can we cast on anything else? Seemingly not.
You see, Cobb, an elusive breed, these weavers. Luckily, they're quite helpless without their weaving sticks. Give me that.
You dare raise your voice at His Excellency?
Now, Cobb. We mustn't be rude to our guest. Not after he was kind enough to bring me such a magnificent gift.
Mandible, that distaff will never work for you.
You are wrong, my arrogant young friend. Come, Let me show you why.
You heard the exalted one. Move it.
Consider the common graveyard. In a graveyard, the boundary between the living and the dead is indistinct. You weavers would say that the pattern here is fragile, thin as gauze.
Not just here. Every graveyard is like that.
I suspected as much. Now imagine what might happen if this delicate boundary was somehow breached, torn open, so to speak.
Forget it, Mandible. You can't just rip the pattern apart like an old rag.
Ah, but I can. All I require is a weaver's distaff and the 4 threads of an opening draft. Thank you for supplying both so readily. When the boundary is breached, the dead will stream back into the plane of the living, eager to reclaim their place among us, and I will be waiting for them, ready to offer my vast expertise in spiritual leadership. I shall preside over a teeming multitude of restless shades, immortal, invincible, an army of the dead, with myself as its supreme commander. An army nourished by the meat of the shepherds, armed with the swords of the blacksmiths, and guided by the sphere of the glassmakers. I was preparing to invoke the dead by other, more forceful means. Then the glassmakers delivered my sphere. It foretold your convenient arrival. Now it shows me the smiths repairing the sword you tried to ruin. The age of the clerics will soon be upon us. Cobb, don't let him out of your sight.
I won't, Excellency.
And don't let him touch anything. Lord Mandible, ruler of the universe. Time to change my stationery.
Not so dangerous now, are you? Keep away from that, you. His Excellence said not to touch anything.
I wasn't going to touch it, just looking, that's all.
Just looking, eh? I'll tell you what. I'll let you look into the sphere if you let me look at something.
What did you have in mind?
Legends say it's death to gaze upon a weaver uncloaked. Naturally, we clerics pay little heed to such foolish rumours. Still, I'm curious. I'll let you look into this sphere if you let me lift your hood. Deal?
I wouldn't try that if I were you.
Why not? There's nothing to fear under that fine robe of yours, is there?
If you fear nothing, then you'd better not touch me.
Ah, riddle. I like riddles. Let's answer this little riddle once and for all, shall we?
Fools, how am I supposed to invoke the dead with all that screaming in there? Layman.
Can't say I didn't warn him.
Well, that doesn't help me very much. Delicious? Well, this does not appear to be useful to us at all. Looks hungry.
I see Cobb as being lax in his duties. No matter. You're just in time to witness the dawn of a new era.
You don't know what you're doing, Mandible. The pattern is worn enough already. If you rip a hole in it now...
Spare me your weaver mysticism. No more shall the dead envy the living.
Oops.
Wow, you must have opened everything within 50 miles of here.
Including the eyes of the dead. Behold!
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Who dares disturb the peace of those who sleep?
Greetings, noble spirit. I am Bishop Mandible, transultimate apostle of the anti-secular conclave of clerics. Who have I the honor of summoning?
I am Chaos. Join me. I see it has been too long since my last visit.
Can't seem to hold on to this thing.
Uh-oh. Where did that wyvern go? Uh-oh.
Yipes!
Ah! What's happening out here?
Well, look who's here. Rusty. My old pal, Bobbin Threadbare. Rusty, this is awful. How did it happen? Well, Bobbin, old buddy, I think it went something like this. I'm lying here minding my own business when this strange new kid shows up and decides he wants to switch clothes with me. I figure, hey, so what? Have a little fun, right? We can always switch back again later. So this kid walks away looking just like me. Fine. Only one problem. The kid forgets to mention he has a 40-foot dragon out to get him. And what happens when that very same dragon sees me lying here, looking just like you?
God, that portrait.
I don't know what to say. Anyway, I end up like this, dead. So I go outside to wait for doomsday like a good little ghost. And what do you suppose happens then? Ugh. Some idiot rips the universe apart and hauls us all back inside. A lot of dead ones are really upset. That's understandable. In fact, some of them have decided to take over the world. Starting with my hometown.
I don't know why Rusty's voice is so bad. I don't know. I can't control it. Alright, let's fix this.
You did it. You brought me back. That is what you want, isn't it? You can bring people back. From the dead. You were hurt. I healed you, that's all. I guess I ought to thank you. Don't. It's all my fault anyway. Can you come with me, Bobbin? I got to find out what happened to the rest of my guild. Sorry, I have to do the same thing. Good luck, though, and be careful. You too. Good luck, my friend.
Can we actually go up this way?
Better not wander too far.
Alright, let's close this back up. So this is totally optional. You don't actually have to heal Rusty, but it's a nice thing to do. Oh dear.
Fleece, what happened? We were overrun. You were saved by the mercy of young...
Oh, you were saved by the mercy of yonder boy. His power has grown since last we met. Shepherds have long memories, wizard. I shall not forget your kindness. Come, before the dead ones return to reap us again.
Actually, I think maybe you do have to do these things or else you don't get the last spell. I wonder if Bobbin will close these holes if you haven't yet fixed whatever's outside them. Oh no, it's Master Goodmold.
Save your magic for the dead ones, Weaver boy.
Master Goodmold, you're still...
Alive at the moment, yes. Crystal Guard, not so fortunate.
I don't understand. You're the keepers of the Great Scythe. Why didn't you use it?
We never doubted that the scythe could save us. Even the dead would have fallen in the wake of its wrath. But to unleash such merciless evil would make us as cowardly as they. We wished not to become like our enemy, and so we stayed our hand. We knew the price.
Can I do anything?
Remember us, my young friend. Tell the world we fought with courage and chose death with clarity. Above all else, clarity.
Oh my god, that animation is so funny. Hey, we learned a new note. Well, what have we here?
We've been expecting you, Bobbin. Welcome. Where am I? What is this place? Outside the pattern. Home of the dead and of those transcended. The shore of wonder. Yes, Bobbin, and you were the first to behold it with mortal eyes. You must have many questions, Bobbin. Perhaps I can answer some of them. You're the swan who came to visit me on my birthdays, aren't you? You saw me clearly then. I was never quite sure. The elders forbade me to set foot on Loom Island, but they said nothing about flying over it. Once a year I managed to gain enough strength to pass inside for a few brief moments, and those are the times that you saw me. You're wondering why I should bother to visit at all, and only on your birthdays. Call it a mother's curiosity. For that is who I am. In life, I was Lady Signa Threadbare, banished by the elders for drawing an unforeseen infant out of the loom, 17 long years ago. I've missed you, my son. Liar! My mother is buried in the cemetery. I visit a gravestone every day. Hetchel's doing, no doubt. She and the elders put me there, so you wouldn't ask too many questions.
Or put that there.
Hetchel vowed to protect you forever. She loves you very much, Bobbin. But I fear her love has driven her to recklessness. What do you mean? Where is she? She is set off for the island in the Loom Sanctuary. The dead ones are right behind her. Their leader knows the Loom's power. If he learns its secrets, the pattern itself will be his to manipulate. Who knows what havoc he might wreak? Hetchel hopes to reach the Loom before him, and she intends to destroy it. If chaos doesn't consume her first. No, I have to get back there. You won't get far in that direction. The Loom lies beyond the lake. Her eyes, just like mine.
Well, here we are. Uh-oh. Oh, we can't explore the island. I never thought to check. But how do we unmake the loom? That's just transcendence.
Ah, look out!
Uh-oh.
Bobbin, get your distaff ready.
Mother Hetchel!
There's not a moment to lose. You must unmake the loom now, Bobbin, before the dead ones take control.
How? I don't know what draft to spin.
It is just as well, young weaver. Birds and children have no business wielding such power. My informants told me that all of the weavers had fled. I see they were mistaken. Destiny has been kind, my young friend. You will live to pass on your guild's secrets to others more worthy of the knowledge. In return, you will be allowed to serve as my new advisor in my new empire. Naturally, I expect your full cooperation in this historic exchange of goodwill. Anything less will risk harm to our relationship.
Don't listen to him, Bobbin. The threads to unmake the loom are...
Silence.
Uh-oh. Hetchel? Hetchel, what's the matter? Say something. What did you do to her?
Do not approach too closely, Weaver. I lose patience easily in the proximity of inferior beings. You will now instruct me in the use of this fascinating instrument.
Over my dead body?
Preference noted.
right, what was that? Okay, B, A, G, F. B, A, G, F. So F, G, A, B, and Hetchel can talk again.
Thank goodness I can talk again. Unmake the loom, Bobbin, quickly. I can't distract this creature much longer.
I need the threads, Mother Hetchel. Tell me which four to use.
Ducks are meant to be eaten, not heard.
Oh, yo.
I believe we were discussing the secrets of the loom.
B, A, B, A. A, B, A, B, let's go.
Begone from this chamber, evil one. The loom shall never be yours. The boy holds the power to destroy it.
I do?
Shh. Close your eyes now, little Bobbin, but keep your ears open.
This bird has annoyed me once too often.
Here descends the third shadow.
Mother Hetchel!
So much for distractions.
Hetchel's feather. It's still there.
So it is, young weaver. I shall keep it as a souvenir of our encounter.
You leave that feather alone.
Make me.
B, A, B.
Throw away that stick, young fool. Your weaver magic cannot trouble me.
I am curious to see if I can scare him. I'm sure I can't, but let's try it. Alright, fine. Oh, can we make ourselves into him? Alright, fine. At least some of these should have had like something fun. Let's see if we can make ourselves invisible to him. Fine, I see how it is.
Bobbin! Bobbin, you did it! The loom is unmade, beyond evil's reach.
Ignorant fools, what have you done? None of us can pass across this rift your weaver mischief has so blindly created. Your pious meddling has foiled my dream of an eternal empire, bound together under one rule. Mine!
The dead one is correct, my son. Your final draft tore the pattern in half. This is a sad fate indeed for the innocents trapped on the other side. However, it's also a chance for we on this side to begin a second pattern, cleansed of wickedness. Come, It is time for us to weave our destinies anew. But we can't just abandon half the universe. I fear we have no choice.
It's the wrong color for her.
Till our side of the pattern is mended, we cannot return to the other. Take your rightful place among us now.
Can't cast anything on her.
Leaving so soon, Weaver boy?
All right, let's go.
Fly away while you can, Weaver boy. One day we will meet again.
Bobbin, it's time.
The text being the wrong color makes it unclear who that's supposed to be. I assume it's supposed to be Cigna, because Hetchel is dead. And that's it for Loom. I actually thought this game was a little longer than this, or I would have picked something that was more appropriate to the normal length of the stream.
One place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
That's a pretty good summary. Corrupted by chaos, I suppose. I like the ending of this game because it really is such a bad ending for everybody but the Weavers. All of the friends you make along the way are stuck in the bad world. It really did seem like they were setting up a sequel, but they certainly never got to it. Which is too bad. I would have liked to have seen more stuff in this universe. It has a lot of potential. Who knows? Maybe there's Loom fanfiction. It's probably all about Cobb peering beneath Bobbin's cloak, but you know.
Special thanks to George Lucas.
It is pretty crazy that all of these games were made on Skywalker Ranch. Oh, this says it was 1990, but I could have sworn Loom was 89. All right, the end. So that's gonna be it for the stream today. Partly because I was out of town all weekend and flying all day yesterday, so I am pretty tired, and I think I'm gonna have to go to bed. So we will be back on Sunday with, I think, probably the end of Suikoden Tactics, and then next Wednesday we will start Breath of Fire 3 like we were meant to do. So thanks everybody for coming out tonight. I will see you next time, and in the meantime, have some food and sleep well.